Hey everybody, this is Dave Blair from the SimPit Pit Crew, and this race that you're watching right here is a Project Cars 1 race. That's me in the orange McLaren in last place, and we're going to do 2 laps around the Nordschleife in these GT3 cars. So again, this was online against all real people, and I'm going to try and work my way from last all the way up to first. And this was the last race I think that I did, or the last race I recorded anyway, in Project Cars 1 before I moved to Project Cars 2. Anyway, it was a fantastic race, again, from last place all the way up to first. But that's not really why we're watching this video. I just have this video on because I want to make a channel announcement, and I just kind of wanted to let everyone know that the SimPit Pit Crew channel on YouTube is not my channel. Even though I'm the only one that's posting on it right now, this channel is open to anybody that would like to join the SimPit Pit Crew. The SimPit is Sean Cole's channel on YouTube, and he refers to everybody that watches his channel or becomes a Patreon member as his pit crew. So that's kind of where the whole idea came from. So basically, if you consider yourself part of the pit crew, or if you're a Patreon member of Sean Cole's The SimPit, then you too could be on this channel. Now, this channel's main focus is sim racing, obviously. But there's so many different games, and Sean has said himself that he is not the master of any one game, and that there are a lot of people out there that are. So, for example, this race right here is on the Xbox One. I'm a big Xbox guy. I have Project Cars 1, Project Cars 2. I have all the Forza games. I have Assetto Corsa. But I have many racing games on the Xbox, and that's been primarily my preferred place to play. It wasn't until Sean Cole, talked about the sim racing system in Assetto Corsa that I was willing to come back onto the PC. Because we don't have the SRS in Assetto Corsa on the Xbox. Matter of fact, if you go on the Xbox and play Project Cars 1 or Assetto Corsa, it's dead. I mean, there's nobody left there to play. So that was like kind of a big reason why I jumped back into the PC world. Now, I was a big PC guy. I still have a Falcon Northwest gaming PC. I've since upgraded, but I bought that one brand new in 2006, and it was a beast of a machine back then. But anyway, by the way, on this game right here, this view you're looking at, I always removed the driver and the steering wheel from the settings. Because if you've watched my stuff before, you know I don't like having a virtual steering wheel in front of my real steering wheel. But anyway, so if you are part of the Patreon team at the SimPit, and you want to make some videos or have your voice be heard, maybe you don't like the Xbox coverage that I do because you're a PlayStation guy, or you're an iRacing guy. I don't have iRacing. I don't play iRacing, never have. Again, it's just not something that I have the time to really justify the purchase price. And same thing with Race Room. I've toyed around with it. I've played the free, the base game is free, and I've played that, but I don't know, haven't really been able to get into it. Now that it's on Sim Racing System, I may have to take another look at that again. I know they're making a lot of improvements with that game. But so I just wanted to put a call out to anybody out there that wants to make sim racing related videos or car related videos. This channel has been set up for us. and it's so that we can come out here and make videos and have our voice heard in the community. You know, a lot of times you can make comments on other people's videos, but you know, if there's a desire you have to make videos and put content out, then we're looking for you to come join me on this channel. So again, if you want to make a video and post it on YouTube, even if it's just one, just because you have something you really want to say, then contact Sean Cole, and that's Sean@thesimpit.com. Send him an email, make a video, send it in to him, and you can he'll post it, or I'll post it. And you know, if it's something that fits the criteria, or if you would like to, you know, give it as a trial and say, here, this is what I can do, and then if Sean likes it, then he'll put you on this YouTube channel with me, and you can have your own thread with your own material under your name, and anybody that comes to the channel can watch your material also. So it's just a good way to you know, make some videos and get them out there. Now we have other people that have, you know, full YouTube channels, like Sean Sebrin at ProSim TNT, and he's a big part of the SimPit. But again, he has his own channel. Same thing with Billy Strange. A lot of you guys have watched him. He's a big part of the SimPit also, but he has his own channel. So if you would like to just make a video and get it out there, this channel is set up for you. All right, so there's the leader right in front of me. I just barely have a glimpse of him now. So we're coming to the end of the first lap, and we've got one more lap to go, and that's a Mercedes in front of me. So that's pretty much it. That's kind of what I wanted to put out there. Just, you know, a call out to people that want to get involved with this channel. Because even when I set out, you know, it wasn't to, you know, be all alone on this channel. So we're trying to grow this channel, and we thought it would be a good idea for everyone that considers them part of the pit crew to have their own channel where they could put their own content and their own interests. Like there was even a video that I made about, I just walked around the Barrett-Jackson auto auction, and I took a bunch of cool pictures of cars, and I was like, you know what? Hey, some other people may want to see this stuff. So I made a video and I put that out. And that wasn't sim related at all, but pretty awesome cars, a lot of those cars that we see in sim games. So it doesn't always have to be sim related content. I've also kind of found a little niche, you know, for myself as far as, you know, the sim racing system, SimPit series races, and I try to do the highlights. You know, I try to cover the accidents and you know, incidents in racing in our series, and I try to condense it down into a small bite-size, you know, thing for everyone to watch. And so again, like I've explained on some of those, sometimes you get hit by somebody and you don't know why, or, you know, you think, oh, this guy deliberately hit me. And then when you go back and look at it, you're like, oh, well, somebody hit him from behind and he got hit into me. And so he didn't hit me intentionally. And so I know, like, a lot of those incidents, you get mad, especially like you're like, oh, I was just taken out for no reason. But when you go back and look at it, you're like, okay, I can see what happened. It wasn't the guy that hit me, it wasn't really his fault, you know? So that's kind of a thing that I've been into, and I'm brand new at this making videos thing too. I've only been making videos for a month now, and basically you can see where I started. Everything that I started, matter of fact, that first video wasn't even meant to be put on here. That was the one where I was racing in another SRS race, and I ended up winning that series. So again, I posted that one because I thought it was interesting. Sean Cole thought it was interesting, so we put that one on here. And then the other one, my introduction to the pit crew and things like that. So you can look at where I started, and you know, made a few mistakes along the way. Like my volume of the game was too loud, and my microphone was not loud enough. My camera was not very good. I ended up getting a new camera, and I just got a new microphone. That's what you're hearing now. I'm trying to get my voice to sound like Billy Strange. Anyway, so I'm just going to try and run this guy down. And this is first, and I'm running in second right there. Trying to catch this guy in the Mercedes, and he felt the pressure. That's where I made the pass. So again, I went from last to first in 2 laps on the Nordschleife. My car's all banged up. It was not an easy run. But again, I think I started 8th or 9th maybe, from last to first. And of course now I'm like, oh, please don't make a mistake. Don't make a mistake. But yeah, this was a good race. And again, I really like Project Cars 1. It's too bad that this game didn't stick around longer. But yeah, it's a ghost town now. Same thing with Assetto Corsa on Xbox. I do enjoy Project Cars 2, but to be honest with you, I really haven't spent that much time with it because Forza 7 came out, and I've been there. It's taken up most of my time. And then once I started with the Sim Pit and the SRS races, that's taken up a bunch of time too. The competition is so tough on the Sim Pit in the top split anyway. I can remember when I started, I was like, oh, I can't wait to get to the top split. And now I'm at the top split, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be here. This is too hard. But yeah, so I have to put in the practice laps. I have to, the 2 races on Thursday night and Friday night. It's a big commitment, but it is a lot of fun. But I'll tell you, when you work a full-time job like I do, and your hobby is sim racing, which takes up a ton of time, and then to make YouTube videos, that takes a bunch of time too, because it's not just making a video. You also have to do editing, and then you have to upload, and it all takes time. And I feel like I have very little time as it is. That's why it would be nice to get some other people on this channel to help me out and put out some good content. So that's what we're trying to do here, is build this channel and get some good sim racing coverage and content out there for everybody to enjoy. And this is a good example. Again, I found this Project Cars 1 race that I had recorded on my Xbox, and nobody has seen this, And while it may not matter to a whole lot of people, this was a fantastic race for me. Again, coming from last and battling my way all the way up to first, especially on the Nordschleife, it's not an easy track. There's plenty of places to make a mistake. But for all of you that have raced online, the competition can be really, really tough sometimes. And there's a lot of good racers out there, is what I'm trying to say. So I was pretty proud of this one. And so I just wanted to share it with everybody at the Sim Pit Pit Crew. But this is another thing, like if you have some achievements or you have some video or some recorded stuff that people haven't seen and you want to share it, again, this is a great place to share it. A lot of people, I think, would be interested, especially if you talk about the race and how you're feeling or what happened, the circumstances. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here and just wanted to share this race and do a little channel announcement and update for everybody. All right, thanks for watching.